Pilot 1A, catalytic converters via MMD.
When it comes to catalytic converters or heat exchangers, Valcun plays a good role, an important role, or let's say good alternative to the industry, serving a good alternative as an industry, because Valcun's MMD enables affordable ways to print some good heat exchangers or catalytic converters. With catalytic converters and heat exchangers, the aim is always to increase the mass or heat transfer, you know. In this specific case, this is for catalytic converter, and the aim was to create a good, relatively good purified air and to increase the mass transfer within the converter. So we try to aim to increase the surface of the catalytic converter so that we will have a better transfer there.
Aluminium via MMD is an unconventional choice for catalytic converters. What convinced you this was the right combination, technically and economically?
From our case, our customers were looking for more affordable ways to create those catalytic converters. Since MMD is a type of additive manufacturing technology, we were able to provide that customization to our customers. And at the same time, compared to what they were using previously, which was laser powder bed fusion, we can provide relatively less expensive, affordable parts.
From a circularity perspective, what happens to the aluminium component at the end of its life? And why is that better than the current titanium or steel solutions?
We also a good choice in that perspective. Because aluminum itself, not specifically our technology, but the aluminum itself, is relatively cheaper to recycle, more sustainable than titanium, stainless steel, so to say. So when you think about them, think about that comparison, we are a better choice, because aluminum itself is widely used and its recyclability is well studied and well implemented in the industry. And currently we also work in our recyclability abilities together with different institutions. If we focus on some chips, specifically aluminum chips, especially when we use friction stir extrusion together with MMD, we realize that we can reduce the costs and save a lot in terms of energy and carbon emissions. So this is one of the sides of one of the benefits of using aluminum over other materials such as titanium and stainless steel.
This technology could serve markets from aerospace down to agriculture. Which market are you most excited about and why?
We actually don't have a right limitation on there, because like you explained, we have so many different options, and our main advantage over the others is actually the cost. That's why the stacking of those catalytic inverters can help us in many different fields and many different ways. Wherever it's needed, we can provide the help. We don't have an exact limitation, but Valcun's MMD is already used in wild and different ranges of applications, from HVAC to heat exchangers, catalytic converters to casings, brackets. There's no limit. We have still exploring many different fields.
What is the specific industrial pain point that ADCAT is trying to solve with this pilot? What does not work today?
In this case, we know before we started to print that we were already advantageous on the cost side. But on this one, we were specifically aiming to have more or less the same, if not better, the same catalytic abilities compared to what was conventionally there, or compared to those expensive parts from laser particle at fusion. And our tests show that we were able to achieve that.
What exactly are you testing, and what results do you expect to be able to report by the end of diameter?
We also tested on pressure drop for our customer. We were relatively had higher pressure drops compared to stainless steel LPBF version. It's mainly because of the low resolution compared to LPBF, but this is one thing that we are still working on and trying to improve.
How does the European push for more sustainable and locally produced industrial components influence demand for what you are demonstrating here?
You know, Europe is very well known with its regulations. We all know that. Valcun's MMD is actually kind of providing to both that reason and all those regulations, and also cost savings. When you try to buy a technology or use a technology, we all are looking for more affordable ways. That's understandable. Valcun's MMD's benefit is that it serves in both directions without you considering it, because it's consuming way less energy compared to many other different manufacturing technologies. Also helping the aim to create less carbon emissions throughout the life cycle of a part, of a printed part. And with the combination of both, we were able to make our customers happy and obey those regulations at the same time.